Okay, my last question. I want you to weigh in on the feedback of some netizens as I read the comment on this. Some netizens have said, because now it's so uncertain if there was actually a warrant of arrest. You have some netizens asking, was this a diversionary tactic to let the public talk about the ICC instead of the failings or the shortcomings of the ICI?
Narito ang Balitang Pinoy TV.
Heto na po, no? Pag-usapan natin itong trending video ni Karen Davila na in-interview niya itong si Attorney Conte yung utak. In-interview niya. Kasi parang excited na sila about dito sa usapin ni Senator Bato de la Rosa na meron ng ICC arrest warrant. Okay? Yan po ang ating papanoorin at magre-react po tayo dyan. No? At sabay tayong mag-react na. Okay? Pero bago ang lahat, bago natin ipapakita itong mga trending na videos na ito, help me po na i-like muna ha at i-share itong video na ito para guys kakalat ito sa taong bayan. Okay, sabay-sabay nating i-like muna at i-share itong video natin, Facebook at YouTube. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, like and share para maraming makalam. And also guys, paki-subscribe at paki-follow ito para lagi kayong updated sa mga balita na kagaya nito at ma-notify ang inyong mga cellphones kung meron tayong breaking news. Okay? So, kagaya nito, breaking news ito. So, sabay-sabay nating i-follow, i-subscribe, Facebook at YouTube. Ready? Follow, subscribe. 1, 2, 3, go. Ayan, thank you very much. Na ating pag-usapan ay ito ngang nag-trending na patungkol po kay Senator Bato de la Rosa na meron na rong arrest warrant dito sa ICC ay in-interview ni Karen Davila itong si Attorney Conte ang otak. Sige. Sabay, hindi ko pa nakita ito ha. Sabay nating mag-react tayo dito kay Attorney Conte. Ito.
Alright, joining us this morning is ICC Assistant to Counsel, Attorney Cristina Conti. Attorney Conti, good morning to you.
Good morning, Karen.
Alright, what is the...
Sinabi mo sana, Karen, Attorney Conti Otak, good morning to you. Dapat sinabi mo yun.
official way for the public or reporters, or in this case, the ombudsman, to find out if the ICC has really issued an arrest warrant against De La Rosa?
Well, if the arrest warrant is uploaded to the public website of the ICC, that is, so far right now, the only way that us in the Philippines would get to know that. The ICC has an e-court protocol. Kaya lahat ng fina-file, dapat eventually, unless it is classified confidential, has to be uploaded.
But is that what happened to former President Duterte? Let's go back to that process so we have a basis of comparison. How did this government know that an arrest warrant was issued against him?
It's an entirely different thing altogether if you're the government or the recipient of the warrant. So technically, as soon as a warrant is issued or as soon as it is transmitted by the registry of the court, it is transmitted to one state's parties and any other party who may have a role in the arrest. It was also transmitted to international organizations with whom the ICC has a relationship with, including the Interpol. So binibigay sa
but with Duterte was, I mean, attorney, but with Duterte was it also announced sa e-court doon sa portal? O bakit yun hindi po ganun?
So the thing is, all documents have to either be classified as for the public consumption or confidential. And so the transmittal of the document is, kumbaga, proof that it exists, but it may not be known to the public. Most documents of the ICC, especially those pertaining to or relating to witnesses, o kaya contains private information about persons, are not immediately known public, which is why we have a lot of documents uploaded late, and then marked redacted, and then parang later on classified as public. Kaya pag-iingat ito hindi lang para dun sa mga tao na involved, kundi mismo yung akusado or suspect. And so in the case of warrants of arrest, there have only been a few times that it has been immediately made public. And we have the cases of those who cannot be arrested, like Netanyahu and Putin. In the case of Duterte, it was not made public immediately, but was enforced. Kaya may kaibahan yung public, pero walang nahuli, secret pero may nahuli.
So yung kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, it was not made public, but would it be right to say that the ICC sent it to which agency of the Philippines for the president to know that it exists? Saan po
A
yun?
member state, dapat DFA.
Oo.
But-
But we are not a member state.
As we are no longer a member state, it would have gone through the Office of the President. Kung
Directly.
through the state.
Oo.
And then the Office of the President would have cascaded it down to either DOJ or DILG, or it could have gone through the Interpol. So whether it's a diffusion notice or a red notice or a blue notice, it was a notice that probably went through the Interpol. Doon naman, ang pasok doon, DOJ through the NBI as the point agency. And then
Oo.
also transmitted to PNP. So yung two agencies which should know, NBI and PNP.
So is it possible that it may not be made public? The ICC may not announce it, but technically they've already informed our government agencies that there is an arrest.
Yun ang sinabi ni Atty. Harry Roque ha. Wala sa website ng ICC pero posible na tinago lang ng ICC. Ayaw nilang i-public for the reason na baka raw yung bibigyan ng arrest warrant ay parang hindi makaalam at hindi makaalis.
Arrest warrant against Senator Bato de la Rosa. Posible ba yun?
Certainly that's possible kasi ganun yung nangyari kay Duterte. In fact, we never heard from the ICC until Duterte, in that case, was surrendered to them.
But won't this be unfair for the suspect or for the accused? In other words, as a person who is accused, you would want to know that there is an existing arrest warrant against you so that they could exhaust all legal means within the country, right? To stay in the country. Kasi kung parang gulatan, doesn't that violate their own human rights?
In the ICC, the process compared to the Philippines is a bit different. Kung sa atin parang nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon na magbigay ng counter affidavit. Dito sa ICC, considering that the crimes are so grave, it's only 4 crimes and it's only the most responsible. So it's not everybody, kumbaga. They're looking at persons with considerable authority and money, which is why they issue a warrant of arrest for those who they see, well, hindi probable cause, kundi who they see there is a reasonable ground to believe that these persons committed these crimes. They can either issue a summons or a warrant. The warrant they will issue for those who will probably abscond or, kumbaga, not cooperate. The summons, in the case of Bato, could have been issued. Remember that 2 years back, there was talk that he was being summoned or invited to the ICC to cooperate.
At di siya hindi niya pinansin.
Pinansin.
Oo.
Sinin. Kaya, siguro yung ICC, well, mukhang di makikipag-cooperate to voluntarily. And a warrant of arrest will be issued. After that, the accused will have a lot of opportunities to question and ask for, as you said, interim release before a local court. So, as we've seen in the case of Duterte, it's almost, 8 months, 9 months now?
Yeah.
Hindi pa nga na-finalize yung information or yung charges against him. Kaya there will certainly be an opportunity for Duterte to contest and to apply for interim release if it applies to him.
But I think you make a strong point when you said that the ICC actually focuses on people in authority, those with power, and those with money, right? Hindi po ito, they don't focus on, let's say, the henchmen, the ordinary people who under the law can issue a counter affidavit, etc. They focus those who may actually have privileges in local courts, right? Parang ganon. Yun ang tinutumbok ng ICC.
That's right. Hindi
Oo.
ito simpleng mamamayan.
Oo, hindi ganon.
Police.
Oo.
Wala akong kaalam-alam. And these are people who, most likely in the public eye, are already known as possible perpetrators to crimes.
Okay. Now, other than Bato de la Rosa, what about the others? I mean, named, right? In the preliminary reports, I think there were 5 of them.
Yes, the other names that are being linked but have not been confirmed by the ICC are Edelberto Leonardo, who
Oo.
most likely or
Nasaan sila? Has a whole departure order been issued against all of these individuals at least?
Oh, here's the thing. A whole departure order will come from the local authority or from the Philippine government. And from their point of view, they can only issue a whole departure order if there is a warrant of arrest in a Philippine court. So it is almost impossible to issue a whole departure order. Probably some other order called an alert order or international lookout bulletin order. Yun yung pwedeng i-issue ng immigration. Pero they can always also say, well, we have no information or formal document stating that they are involved.
Oo.
So the Philippines, being not a member state, can actually, in a way, choose which obligations to follow, which we don't like, because from our point of view, the Philippines has to cooperate with the ICC investigation.
So when we look at the situation, technically, we're not a member state, although, of course, Duterte was turned over to the ICC. The other individuals that were listed during the preliminary investigation, the likelihood that they are in the Philippines is stronger. Because most likely, they feel safer here instead of being in another country.
Yes, because we're not a member state. We're, quote-unquote, not supposed to cooperate. So there came a time nga na parang people were saying, if Duterte had stayed in Davao, would not likely have been arrested.
And you believe that to be true?
Yes.
Posible.
In Davao with the local police,
Oo.
in some way influenced by the acting mayor.
Alam mo, sinabi mo na lang yan kasi si Duterte nandun na sa ICC. Di ba? Eh kung gugustuhin talaga ni Bongbong Marcos na mailagay si dating Pangulong Duterte doon sa ICC, ay pwede niya niyang gawin at ginawa na niya. Ginamit niya si Torre. Nasaan si Torre ngayon? Naging nabudol rin si Torre. Sumama na si Torre ni Dilima. Naging dilawan na rin si Torre. Di ba? Ikaw konti, ano ka lang sakay ka lang sa issue
Or vice mayor now, Baste Duterte, it's Duterte land.
Okay. My last question, I want you to weigh in on the feedback of some netizens as I read the comment on this, is some netizens have said, because now it's so uncertain if there was actually a warrant of arrest, you have some netizens asking, was this a diversionary tactic to let the public talk about the ICC instead of the failings or the shortcomings of the ICI? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't think so.
Kasi pwede Actually, Karen, yung tinanong mo niyan, alam ko, napansin mo ang mga netizen kasi paniwala mo rin na posibleng ganun ang mangyari. Lumalaga na po ang kababuyan, ang baho ng administrasyon patungkol po dito sa flood control. Sobra na pong anong tawag doon? Parang nahihirapan silang ilihis ang anong tawag doon? Nahihirapan sila yung attention ng tao. Nahihirapan silang ilihis sa ibang issue. Kasi every umulan, bumaha, bumagyo, nare-remind yung tao na corrupt itong gobyernong ito. Baha na naman tayo dahil kinurap na naman ang flood control. Di ba? Nahihirapan si Bongbong Marcos na ilihis ang issue. So, baka ito na. Pwedeng ganyan na, sige, gumawa tayo ng ingay. Kasi, nagpalabas ng statement itong si Remulla na ang ICC, naghanda na dito sa arrest warrant ni Bato. Di syempre, puputok na naman itong balita na ito. Tututukan na naman lahat ng mga vloggers, tututukan na naman ng lahat ng mga mainstream media. Ito si Bato, arestuhin yung Senado. Pati nga si Tito Soto, in-ambush interview patungkol dito. Papayag ba kayo? Ina-assure ba ninyo ang mga isang miyembro ninyo na safe at hindi maaresto dyan sa loob ng Senado? Merong mga ganyan. So, syempre, yung usapan, madadivert na. Makakalimutan na naman yung flood control. Pwedeng ganun. Actually, sa totoo lang. Diba? Kung maalala ninyo, yung presidente natin ngayon, magaling mambudol. Nabudol na nga tayo sa 2022, napaboto natin siya, di ba? Sa mga ganitong paraan pa kaya? Marunong sila. Actually, sa totoo lang, si Bongbong Marcos, ang pagiging presidente niya, no, matagal na itong plano nila ni Amy Marcos. Magaling lang talaga sila sa strategy. Kaya nanalo sila. Kasi kung si VP Sara, kung kinalaban niya itong si Bongbong Marcos, goodbye. Di mananalo si Bongbong Marcos. Di nga siya mananalo ni Leni Robredo dahil sumama siya kay VP Sara, dinidiskartihan nila doon sa Davao, naging presidente si Bongbong Marcos. Magaling, no? Magaling talaga mambudol. So itong mga nangyari ngayon kay Senator Bato de la Rosa na Part yan. Naniniwala ko dyan. Part yan, Bonjing Rimulya, i-announce mo na ang ICC may warrant of arrest na. In-announce na ni Bonjing. That's part of their plan. Para to divert the attention of the taong bayan. Dito na naman tututok yan. Yung mga DDS, instead na bumanat itong mga DDS sa social media, ay tututok ito ngayon sa kay Bato na naman. Bato. Yung flood control, makakalimutan. Na nagmukha silang tanga, nagmukha silang katawa-tawa, nag-investigate sila doon sa Davao, sila Mayor Magalong. Katawa-tawa doon eh. Di ba? Ang baha, nandoon sa Cebu, pero nag-investigate doon sa Davao. Sinong hindi tanga titingnan yun? Di ba? So ako naniniwala ko, tama itong sinabi, analysis ni Karen eh.
Netizens, Filipinos, can have many brain cells and they can adapt to so
Many brain cells, hindi kagaya mo, konti lang ang utak. Kami, marami yung brain cells namin eh.
many issues at the same time. And I don't think that the talk was diverted in a way kasi wala pa namang arrest eh. Hindi nag-dominate yung headlines. And during the weekend, when
Hindi nag-dominate ang headlines. Pero, that's part of their plan already. Paano hindi? Binabaliwala lang yan. Kasi mas pumutok itong bagyo ngayon na hanggang liig yung baha. Hindi makakalimutan ng tao yan.
this was made, there was a typhoon. Kaya yung mga tao, hindi nila makakalimutan yung corruption issues ng flood.
Ito na nga mga kabalita. Ano na ang masasabi nyo patungkol sa balitang ito? Please comment down below mga kabalita. Pag-usapan natin yan sa comment section. At kung di ka pa nakasubscribe sa ating channel, baka naman